It's a chilly day here in Waterbury, Connecticut. A big-time doubleheader here in the CACC on deck. Starting at 3 o'clock this afternoon as Post gets ready to host Bridgeport in a battle between two teams in the Northern Division here in, the CACC. Post coming in at 13-5 in the conference, with Bridgeport with an in-conference record of 7-15. Currently, the Eagles are in second place behind Dominican, but they've played 8 less games within the conference, so lots of ground to make up and a potential chance to maybe leap Dominican as the season progresses. Let's go over the Bridgeport lineup as they get ready to face Brennan Holligan. Liam O'Neill leads off at short. He's followed by Marcos Dominguez in center. Jeremy Rodriguez plays first base. He bats third, and cleaning up is the second baseman, Christian Ortiz. Vin Milan is in right field batting fifth. Anthony Maturo is a DH batting sixth. Tyler Pennessy is at third base batting seventh, and Anthony Armenia bats eighth and left. Jay Hamilton bats ninth. He's doing the catching. Going the other way, it is Brennan Holligan on the mound for the Eagles. Holligan on the season, a 4.25 ERA. He's 3-2. This is his 7th start and his 7th game. 10 walks, 38 strikeouts, and he has an opponent's batting average of 2.66. It's Roberge, Velasco, and Frazier left to right for Post in the outfield. Third to first, Rivera, Alfala, Vega, and Cardona. Perez is doing the catching for Holligan. So Liam O'Neill getting ready to lead things off for Bridgeport. O'Neill hitting .243 on the year from the right side, right on right matchup. Holligan will deal. First pitch is upstairs, and we are underway here at Municipal Stadium. Lots of room in the middle, so no extra crazy shift to start for the Post defense as O'Neill awaits the 1-0. Swings and misses. Their count 1-1. This game was pushed back a couple of hours, so instead of a 1 o'clock first pitch starting here at 3, or just before rather, and another swing and a miss from O'Neill. Count 1-2. Post last played on Wednesday here at home, split a doubleheader with Holy Family, won the 9-inning game 10-7, and lost 8-3 in 7 in Game 2. Wind picking up as Holligan deals the 1-2, and it's popped up. Giving it a little bit of a look is Cardona, but he watches it drift out of play. Holligan's last start came against Felician on April 4th. 6 innings, 10 hits, 6 runs, 4 of them earned. Just 1 walk and 1 strikeout each. The righty deals another 1-2. Upstairs again, 2-2. So O'Neill battling to start this game. Holligan looks to put him away. Pitch is on the way, and it misses high again. A little inside as well, and the count full. So Holligan deals a couple of swings and misses, and O'Neill, after a foul ball, able to work himself back in the count. Our first payoff of the day is on the way, and the pitch hit high and deep to left but foul. We'll do it again. It'll be O'Neill, Dominguez, and Rodriguez to start this game off. O'Neill slugging .439, and he swings and misses at the high fastball. 1 away. So that brings up Marco Dominguez. Dominguez, a senior, hitting .227, but he does get on base at a .370 clip. So definitely a good eye at the plate. Holligan worked hard for that first out, and he'll deal to Dominguez here. Pitch misses high, 1-0. It'll be 4 consecutive games played between these two teams, 2 right here in Waterbury. The other 2 will be played at Bridgeport. That misses outside. A bit of a breaking ball there, 2-0. Marcos Dominguez, just 5 RBIs on the year, but hitting in the 2 spot today. 2-0 hits the inside corner for a strike. Hulligan on the way with a 2-1. Misses down and outside. Another 3-ball count for Hulligan. It's 3-1. I said lots of conference games coming up for Post. Again, 8 to make up when compared to Felician. It's the 3-1 on the outside corner for strike 2. Umpire punched him out, but it is just strike 2. Took a couple of steps towards first. Dominguez did. And instead we'll have our second straight full count to start the day. At least 16 innings of baseball on tap, and the 3-2 is fouled back. Another payoff from Hulligan. Popped up right side, giving it a look, Perez, but again out of play. So here is Jeremy Rodriguez. And he hits a fly ball right field. Frazier giving it a look, and he comes in and makes the catch. The pitcher, who's made multiple relief appearances throughout the season, starting in right field today, tested already, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So now here is Jeremy Rodriguez. Rodriguez on the year. The leading hitter on this Bridgeport team. .350 batting average, 25 RBIs, 41 hits. Outside corner, off-speed pitch for a strike. Rodriguez getting the start at first base today. An everyday player for this Bridgeport team. Foul ball, right side again. And Hulligan a strike away from a 1-2-3 frame. Hulligan full windup for the 0-2. Upstairs. 1-2. If it gets there, Christian Ortiz waits on deck. The 1-2 pitch. Grounded to the right side, gets through for a base hit. Split both Vega and Cardona. And a 2-out single for Rodriguez keeps the top of the first alive. Christian Ortiz will come on next. Ortiz, the next leading hitter behind Rodriguez at .317. 33 hits and 21 RBIs for the senior. Lefty to the plate here, and a big swing and a miss by Ortiz. The count 0-1. A check swing poked the other way. It gets over the head of Alfala and falls into left field. That was not a full swing by Ortiz. But he's able to receive a base hit out of it, and back-to-back singles now with 2 outs for Bridgeport. So now Vin Milan has an opportunity here with 2 on, 2 outs. After it looked like it might be an easy inning to start here for Halligan, he's now in a jam. Milan, 276 on the year. He does have 22 RBIs. Hits that one to the right side, foul. Oh, 1. Popped up. Will this stay in play? Cardona gives it a look towards the line, drifting back, makes the catch, and Halligan gets out of trouble. Through half an inning here at Municipal Field, Post coming to hit for the first time. It's 0-0. Back with you guys here on the CICC network with Post and Bridgeport baseball. Bridgeport stranded 2 in the top of the first. We're back to the Post side. We'll read you the lineup here. Coming up for the Eagles, it'll be Jesse Alfala leading off at short. Batting second is Rene Vega. He's at second. Isaiah Velasco is the center fielder batting third. And at third base, cleaning up, is Justin Rivera. Michael Cardona is at first base batting fifth. Hayden Roberge is the left fielder batting sixth. Jalen Kelly's doing the DHing. He's batting seventh. Eric Perez, the catcher, batting eighth. We talked about Zion Frazier in the top half of the inning. He's in right field batting ninth. Alfala will lead things off. Post trying to capitalize on escaping that jam in the first. Alfala takes a pitch in the dirt. Hitting right now at .398. He's been red hot. 3 for 4 in the last game against Holy Family. He's got a hit in every game since March 30th. That was the last time he didn't record one, went 0 for 2. And he takes his strike. An 8-game hitting streak in the works. Two-one coming to Alfala. Outside, 3-1. That one misses inside. Leadoff walk for Alfala, and Post gets off to a good start here in the bottom of the first. Brendan Palmer, the pitcher for Bridgeport today, a junior righty. Currently dealing with a 4.21 ERA. He's 2-5. This is his 8th start in 8 appearances. Comes into this game as well with 36 1/3 innings pitched. Pitches upstairs to Rene Vega III. Vega at 352 on the season. 13 RBIs. Alfala could go. He's 2 for 4 on stolen base attempts this season. Takes a pitch on the edge for a strike. Count 1-1. Vega just 3 for his last 11, but did go 5 for 7 against Felician Pack in the first game of a doubleheader on April 6th. Pitches outside. Alfala wearing that neck protection to stay warm. It's very windy out there here at Municipal Field, and he takes a strike, count even 2-2. So Palmer being forced to work a little bit. Gave up the leadoff walk, now in the 2-2 spot to Vega. Checked his swing, but it is strike 3. Vega down looking. Here's Isaiah Velasco. He's starting in center field today. Swings and misses, foul tip into the glove of Hamilton. Velasco hitting .314. 1 home run on the season as well. That pitch misses outside, 1-1. One on, one out for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. Again, the first game today will be 9 innings, the second 7. Palmer out of the stretch with the 1-1. Misses low, and Velasco gets ahead 2-1. So these post hitters to start this game taking a lot of pitches. We saw Alfala lead off with a walk on 5 pitches. Vega didn't really pull the bat off his shoulders, went down looking on 5 pitches. Runner goes, but the pitch fouled away. Giving it a look, Hennessy, but he lets it fall out of play. That was the first swing we've seen from a post hitter. So Velasco now even 2-2 with Palmer. See if Alfala does decide to try and steal second again. Now a throw back to first, not in time. Two. Runner goes, pitch outside, throw down a second by Hamilton offline, and that allows Alfala to steal second base. A perfect throw gets him. But that throw thrown to the right that time of the shortstop O'Neill made the tag very tough. So now a runner in scoring position with 1 man out for Velasco, and he's dealing with a full count. Big spot here for Palmer. Doesn't want to put 2 on. Payoff on the way. Flared into shallow right center field. Coming on is Milan. That's going to get down for a base hit. They're going to wave Alfala to the plate. The throw is cut off. It's an RBI single for Isaiah Velasco, and Post takes an early 1-0 lead. Justin Rivera will be next. Good start for this Post offense. Rivera hitting .346, has 31 RBIs. That leads the team. Velasco, 2 for 3 on stolen bases this season. Took a big lead. Grounder to the left side. Threw for a base hit. Past the diving Hennessy. On his way to third, Velasco. He slides in safely. That's the second consecutive hit for this Eagles offense. And they got runners on the corners with one gone. Now Michael Cardona is next. Trying to put up a crooked number here in the first inning. Cardona at .343. Played one game in the doubleheader against Felician, but didn't record an at-bat. Breaking ball strike. Cardona has 11 RBIs on the season, 24 hits, is definitely capable of getting a ball in play here and helping contribute a run. Fly ball deep right. Milan back at the track towards the wall. It's going to bounce in off the track. Velasco scores easily to third. Rivera, an RBI double for Michael Cardona. It's all Post so far today. 2-0, the Eagles in front. Here's Roberge. Up next for the Eagles. Roberge at .295. 18 ribbies. Chance to add a couple more here with a base hit to the outfield. Palmer deals. Gets it in there for a strike. Roberge does lead the team in at-bats this season with 105. 5 doubles to make up 31 hits. Another strike. Roberge taken all the way. He's down 0-2. First time Palmer has gotten in an 0-2 advantage. Trying to get out of a jam with limited damage done. 2 runners on, just 1 out. Post leading 2-0. Checks his swing, gets away from Hamilton. Here comes Velasco, and he's going to score. 3-0. The Eagles extend their lead, moving to third as well as Cardona. Excuse me, that was Rivera coming in with the run. But nonetheless, this Post offense getting everything they want here in the first inning. That'll go as a wild pitch, most likely. One-two coming to Hayden Roberge. Palmer deals outside. 0-2 is gone to 2-2. Pitch misses low. Good job by Roberge, not chasing any of those 3 pitches, and the count is full again. Payoff. In the dirt, 0-2. Palmer gets in front of Roberge and then throws 4 consecutive out of the zone and works a walk. So runners on the corners again for Post. And that'll bring up Jalen Kelly. Kelly at .278 does have a home run on the year. Pitch in the inside corner, 0-1. This is Kelly's 30th start in his 30th game this season. It's 25 hits. Slow ground ball to second. Ortiz to short second for one, on to first, and they double up Kelly. Big time ground ball induced by Palmer to limit the damage. But Post scores 3. We're through 1 here at Municipal Field. It's 3-0 Eagles. We'll be right back for the second. So Bridgeport going to look to get some runs back here in the second inning. They trail 3-0. It'll be 6, 7, and 8 coming up. It'll be Maturo, the DH, Pennessy, the third baseman, and then Armenia. A 3-run lead now for Holligan to work with, but he deals outside to Maturo. Maturo hitting 277 on the air. Slow chopper to short. Alfala fields, fires to first, and they get him by half a step. Good stretch by Cardona to get the first out. Really good athleticism on display by Jesse Alfala, who walked and scored a run in the bottom half of the first, and then makes the quick throw on to first for the first out here in the second. So that brings up Pennessy. Foul tip off of Perez. He's going to get checked on here. Hopefully he's okay. Take a quick break here on the stream between Post and Bridgeport. We'll be right back. Looks like Eric Perez is going to hopefully stay in this game after he appears to be okay, so a good sign there. They're probably going to have Holligan throw him a warm-up or two to make sure he's in it. So that it'll be a resume of the at-bat for Hennessy. Gives the thumbs up, and we're good to go. So all good over there, and in top of the second inning here at Municipal Stadium. 3-0 Post already in front. No on with one out, and it's an 0-1 count to the third baseman, Hennessy. Holligan deals. Pitch a little low. Count 1-1. Hennessy hitting .237 on the year, just 9 hits. But he does have 7 RBIs. It's a good ratio. Checks his swing, but one around. Strike 2. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Perez. Will there be a throw to first? It will, but it goes wide. Good backup that time by Vega. So it'll be a passed ball as Hennessy reaches on the drop third strike. So that's a break that Bridgeport certainly could have used, as Anthony Armenia will now step up with 1 on and 1 gone. Armenia hitting just .185 this season. Pitch on the outside corner. Good job by Perez to bring that back in. So it's in there for a strike. Bridgeport stranded 2 runners with 2 outs in the first, trying to make do with the one they have on here with 1 gone. That ball shanked a little outside. Throw back to first, nearly getting him there is Cardona, but just diving back in time is Hennessy. In 1 on, 1 out, 1-1 coming. Holligan out of the stretch. Pitch in there for a strike. Now the 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. Holligan with 2 strikeouts to start. This will be pitch number 30 for the senior. Lays off the breaking ball, and the count is full. So a little bit of a big spot for Holligan here. Doesn't want to give Bridgeport some runners on. And the tying run to the plate already here in the second inning with 1 away. He checks on the runner, now deals the payoff. Grounded to short. Good diving stop by Alfala. The throw to first is all he has, and he gets it for the second out. I mean, Jesse Alfala has played a brilliant shortstop here in the second inning, responsible for both outs. So obviously, advancing to second, Hennessy. And now Jay Hamilton, the 9-hitter, will come up. Hamilton doing the catching for Bridgeport today. Popped up. Cardona and Perez looking, but it goes off the screen. Swing and a miss. Good heater upstairs. Holligan a strike away from another scoreless frame. He's up 0-2 on Hamilton. Runner on second. That's Pennisy with 2 away. Holligan not even looking to check him back. He's going to deal the 0-2. Now he looks, and now he deals. Snap throw to second. Having to leap throw it there was Vega. He just saved that from going into center field. A good aggressiveness by Perez, but diving back safely was Pennisy. Don't know if a throw would have gotten him either way. One, two. In the dirt, it's 2-2. Holligan's had a lot of success with the fastball on 2-strike counts. As you go back to it here. Again, a hit to the outfield will score Pennisy. Somebody who reached on a pass ball earlier in the inning. That ball is poked to the right side. Field for Vega, flipped to first to put him away. So the drop third strike is worked around by Holligan. We're through 1.5 here at Municipal Stadium. Post leading 3-0. Back with you here on the CACC network. Post trying to build on their 3-0 lead. They had 4 consecutive base runners reach in the first before the Jalen Kelly double play. 5 base runners overall, 3 hits, 2 walks, including a big RBI double by Michael Cardona. It'll be Perez, Frazier, and Alfala to lead off the second. And the catcher Perez takes a strike. Perez at 234. 15 hits, but almost half of those are extra base knocks. 7 doubles. In fact, over half of them are extra base hits for Perez. 7 of the 15 hits are doubles, another one a home run. So when Perez hits them, they typically go a long way. He's down 0-2, though, to Brendan Palmer, who's in need of a bounce-back inning. It's a high pop-up towards the right side. Rodriguez gives it a look. It's going to dunk in for a base hit. The throw to second is going to get Perez, who tried to stretch it. A really nice play by Milan, who picked up the ball and immediately fired to second base to get Perez. Perez was hustling the whole way. Just a really good defensive recovery over in right field. So here's Zion Frazier. It's his first at-bat of the season. He's normally a pitcher. Frazier has started 3 games for Post this season. He's appeared 11 times, all of them on the mound. He's already made a play in right field, but hitting ninth today for Post. And he pokes one to the right side. Ortiz up with it. On to first, 2 away. So back to the top of the order for Jesse Alfala, who got things started in the first inning. Drew a walk, came around to score, and stole second base. All on the adventure back home. And he takes a pitch outside. Not only has Alfala succeeded so far at the plate today, but 2 really nice plays on ground balls over at short in the top half of the second. He takes high, 2-0. Alfala smokes a frozen rope that is up the middle that gets by Dominguez in center. He misplayed it. It rolls to the track. Alfala hustling to third. He's going to get there safely. It'll be a single and an E8 for Jesse Alfala, who stays hot, extending his hitting streak to 9. Good awareness by Alfala, who was looking to center field the whole way and immediately noticed the botch by Dominguez and turned it into a couple extra bases. So now Vega, who struck out looking in the first inning, looked at all 5 pitches he saw in the at-bat. Swings and misses at that fastball. A 1. On the outside corner, 0-2. Vega not necessarily a fan of the call either. To the post, second baseman. And it's popped up. Shallow center, drifting back for it, O'Neill. He's got to lose it in the sun. And another throw to second. This time, it doesn't get the runner. It's the second pop-up lost by this Bridgeport defense. O'Neill kind of had to be the guy to get it, with Dominguez playing so far back in center. Vega will reach at second with a double. And the run in Alfala scores. So it's 4-0 Post. And the Eagles benefit off of another bloop hit. Not the most conventional double you'll see, but here's Velasco with 1 on and 2 gone. But that one runner in scoring position as well. In this inning especially, Palmer's been aggressive to the zone, fell behind in a lot of counts to start the first. Now he's really been attacking hitters. Pitches misses outside. And aside from the hit by Alfala, the contact has not been hard. He's gotten some slow rollers, some pop-ups, but both of the pop-ups have dunked in. Sometimes that's just the game of baseball. You deal with the soft hits. It's where the term a boop and a blast comes from. As that one's poked the other way. Base hit into left field for Velasco. They're going to send Vega to the plate. Throw cut off. There will be no throw down. Throw to second is not in time. Vega scores. It's an RBI single for Isaiah Velasco, and that's 3 straight 2-out hits for the Eagles, and they lead 5-0. Two close plays as well after these singles where the runners have tried to take the extra base and go to second. Eric Perez failed to do it to lead off the inning. He got thrown out, but Vega and Velasco have gotten there just in time. So now here's Justin Rivera, who also has a base hit in this game. 6 hits already for this Post offense. And Rivera takes a strike. Rivera up the middle. It's a base hit into center field. Velasco's going to get the wave. He's going to score easily. Rivera intelligently stays at first. It's another 3 spot for Post here in the second inning, and they lead 6-0. Seven hits now for Post. 5 of those 7 have come in the first 4 spots of the order, and here is Michael Cardona, who has one of the 2 Post extra base hits on the afternoon. Rivera leads off first with 2 away. Pitch is outside, 1-0. All of the damage for the Eagles this inning have come with 2 outs. 4 consecutive hits, 5 in the inning. Pitch misses. So I'll correct myself, make it 8 hits, because Eric Perez, despite getting thrown out at second, he does get credited with a single. So 5 hits in the inning, 8 overall. And that pitch is fouled away by Cardona. Cardona's double did go to right, bounced off the warning track in front of the fence, and Milan didn't get a good read on it. Cardona, like a lot of these hitters this inning, have been down in the count, but they've been able to fight back with 2 strikes and get base hits. He checks his swing. Did he go? No, he did not. And the ball gets away from Hamilton, who still can't find it. Taking the extra base is Rivera, and he's going to get to third as well. Although the home plate umpire is going to say, no, you just get 1. 1 per wild pitch, he's saying, as Rivera will stop at second. You got to give credit, though, to Post. They played some really heads-up baseball throughout the course of the afternoon, the course of the 2 innings. Two-two. Rivera off second. Cardona bounce it to short. He's hustling down the line, but the throw from O'Neill is in time, and Palmer strands Rivera in scoring position, but not before Post adds 3 more. They lead 6-0 here at Municipal Stadium after 2. We'll be right back. Getting ready for the top of the third inning here on the CACC network. It's been all posts through 2. 0-2-0 for Bridgeport after 2 and 6-7-0 for the Eagles. The Knights will send up the top of the order here in the third. O'Neill, Dominguez, and Rodriguez. First pitch is hit deep to left. Going back, Roberge, that ball is foul. Looks like a little bit of confusion, but third base umpire does signal foul ball. Or is it a double here? Coach Joe Tonelli looking for an explanation. Looks like they're going to give a ground rule double. Might have landed fair on the line and snuck over the fence, or under it maybe. Not quite sure what happened, but these three umpires now discussing what went down. And from our perspective here in the booth, it's hard to see the left field corner cleanly. And it is going to be a foul ball. So a foul ball is the ruling. It's either going to be a home run or a foul ball. They rule foul. And the 0-1 now on the way. And a wave and a miss. Count 0-2. O'Neill frustrated with himself there as he falls behind. Pitch on the outside corner that Holligan certainly wanted, but they rule outside 1-2. Again, O'Neill struck out swinging back in the first inning. They didn't want to expand the zone there on 0-2. Holligan deals again, and it's fouled away. O'Neill was kind of involved in one of those weird pop-up type plays where he kind of landed in no man's land. O'Neill was the closest to the baseball. And he chops that one foul. Two hits so far today for the Knights, both of them coming in the first inning with 2 away. Stranded both of them, obviously, with the 6-0 score. And another 1-2 coming to O'Neill. Misses outside again, 2-2. Another 2-2 from Holligan. Breaking ball. Just getting a piece is O'Neill. Two to O'Neill again. Foul tipped off of Perez that time. Got some of the protection around the mask area, thankfully. It'll remain 2-2. Swing and a miss. The pitch down and in gets O'Neill to chase, and another strikeout for Holligan, 1 away. Second strikeout swinging for O'Neill today, and now Marcos Dominguez comes to the plate. He flew out to Zion Frazier in right. earlier. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Strike 0-2. Really good job by Holligan commanding the zone right now. He misses outside, tried to get him to expand. And a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Holligan. There's 2 down. And here is Jeremy Rodriguez now. Rodriguez at first base today. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Poked it through the right side, and now you're seeing Vega play closer to where he hit the ball back in the first inning, giving him less real estate to go the other way. But because of that, there's lots of room up the middle if the ball does get by Holligan on the ground. Holligan behind 2-0. Swings at that one into right center field. Going back is Velasco, and he can't get it. That ball is gone. A home run for Jeremy Rodriguez, and Bridgeport's on the board at 6-1. Didn't look like that ball was going to carry out, but it stayed up there. And Rodriguez gets his squad a run with 2 down in the third. So now Ortiz, Bridgeport cuts the deficit to 5. First pitch outside on the corner for a strike. Ortiz hits it sky high into the infield. Vega, Alfala, who wants it? It's going to drop in. Neither called the other one off, and another miscommunication on a pop-up here in this game. This time it's the post infield who's victimized by it. It's a 2-out hit for Christian Ortiz. So Ortiz has 2 hits today in this game, coming from a check swing single the other way, and now a pop-up that bloops in. So not the, I guess, the at-bats he's technically wanted, but the results have come the way he's desired for sure. And now here's Vin Milan with 2 down. Strike in there. In the dirt there. 1-1. Lead for Ortiz off first with 2 away. Chopped, back to the middle. Tough play for Vega. Stabs it, fires to first, and he's not in time. Good hustle by Milan. 3 straight Bridgeport hits here with 2 outs in the third. They've made something out of this now. Really tough play for Vega to make. It will be an infield hit. And now Matura will come to the plate. 2 on, 2 out. Bridgeport down 5, so an extra base hit of some kind would really get the Knights back in this game. Let's see if Holligan can work his way out of trouble. He's done so a couple of times already here this afternoon. He looks back to second and deals out of the stretch, and it's a strike on the outside black. starts. He's off second. Milan off first. Both hustle singles. And a pitch high, 1-1. Pitch on the corner on the off speed, 1-2. Halligan a strike away from escaping again. Popped up, shallow right. Frazier, couple of steps in, now to his left, makes the catch to end the inning. Bridgeport gets one back on the solo shot by Jeremy Rodriguez, but it's still Post leading 6-1. Bottom of the third when we come back. Six, seven, eight for Post here in the bottom half. It's Roberge, Kelly, and Perez looking to expand on their 6-1 lead. It's been a couple of three spots to start over the first couple innings for the Eagles. Palmer still out there trying to deal his first clean inning after his offense got him a run back. Roberge walked back in the first. Down 0-1 here to Palmer. Fires on the breaking ball, but fouls it away 0-2. Talked about how Palmer started this game falling behind in counts, had a couple of first inning walks, but he's really buckled down and attacked the zone recently. But he had the 5 hits surrendered in the second. So let's see if he can change up that approach again. That one's flared out to right field, but on the run to make the catch is Milan, one away. So here's Jalen Kelly, ended the first inning on a 4-6-3 double play. Trying to reach for the first time today. Takes high, 2-0. Pitch on the corner, 2-1. Kelly, again, the DH today. And he fouls that back. 2-2. Fouled away again. So Kelly making him work. Turned on one inside. It's drifting foul. Giving it a look is Panacea, and a leaping grab made by the shortstop O'Neill. Really nice play to track that one through the wind. O'Neill coming all the way from the shortstop position. It was really just a game of keeping up with the baseball through the air. And O'Neill comes down with it like a football player and makes the catch. So that brings up Perez. He singled earlier in the second inning to lead it off, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Looks like we have a pinch hitter actually for Perez. It's going to be Dario Sosa. And he swings and misses there. Sosa on the season has 11 hits. Grounds it to the left side. O'Neill bobbles, recovers, fires, and the scoop cannot be made by Rodriguez. It'll be an E6. So Sosa reaches on the error with 2 away. That was just the 47th at-bat of the season for Sosa. So now Frazier, who grounded out to the right side. And nearly hits him. He ducks out of the way. Those are the scary ones. Heaters up and in. We'll see who comes out to catch for Perez in the top half of the fourth. But Frazier up 2-0 on Palmer, with Sosa leading off first base. Pitch outside, and Frazier ahead 3-0. Frazier has looked solid at the plate today. Put the ball in play again early into the count his first time, and now draws his first walk. Dugout certainly loves it. And that sets up the top of the order, who's been red hot to start the game today. Alfala, 1 for 1, walking a single. He's stolen a base and has come around to score both times. Pitch in the dirt. Sosa flirting with going to third, but he retreats. Bridgeport just a few less hits than post today, but the Eagles have done a really good job converting with runners on. Let's see if Alfala can come up with 2 away. Chops one towards the middle. Umpire gets out of the way. O'Neill bobbles again. The flip to second is not in time. Second E6 for O'Neill here in the bottom of the third after he made a stupendous play in foul territory. And the bases will be loaded. Runners advance. Nobody scores. And now here is Rene Vega. Hit a bloop double last inning and then struck out looking in the first. So both Alfala and Vega have come up all 3 innings so far this afternoon. And he fouls it the other way out of play. Pitch low. Vega gets even 1-1. Palmer has certainly really had to work today. Pitch count at 62. That one hit into shallow center. On the run is Dominguez. It's going to dunk in there for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes Frazier. He scores. It's a 2-run single for Rene Vega III. It is 8-1 post. So the E6 has really come back to bite Bridgeport as Vega comes up with his second hit of the day, plates a couple of RBIs, and the Eagles lead by 7. Alfala advances to third on that one as well. And now here comes Isaiah Velasco, who has 2 singles already here this afternoon. Pitch misses, I guess, high there on Velasco. So crooked numbers in all 3 innings for the Eagles here today. They lead by 7, and still runners on the corners. Everything done with 2 outs, just like in the second inning. And that one fouled away. In the second inning, again, Perez was thrown out going for second. Then Frazier grounded out. And then it was 4 consecutive base hits for Post to plate 3. And here in the third inning, it was the fly out to right by Roberge, the pop out to short by Kelly, and then a couple of E6s, a walk, and now the 2-run single by Vega. Velasco trying to add on, and he takes a strike on the corner. It's Alfala off of third and Vega off of first. Post looking for more. That one way outside, gets away from Hamilton. Going to second is Vega, but Alfala will stay put at third, not trying to risk the final out. You don't want to run into your final out of the inning, especially with a hitter as hot as Velasco up at the plate. A base hit to the outfield will almost certainly score 2 more. Palmer to the plate with the 2-2. In the dirt, that one gets by Hamilton. Here comes Alfala. The throw will not beat him. Another wild pitch to score a run for Post, and they lead 9-1. It's the second run the Eagles have scored off of a wild pitch. They now have 3 spots in all 3 innings. That one hit deep to left center field. Dominguez and Arenia going back. That ball is down into the gap. Vega scores easily. It's an RBI double for Velasco. 10-1, Post in front. What a display by this Eagle offense. 10 hits, 10 runs. And that's going to do it for Palmer. His day is done. Bridgeport going to the bullpen. Post will look to add on when we come back. Luke Russo is the new pitcher for Bridgeport, trying to weather the storm with his team down 10-1. This is his 6th overall appearance. He's got an 11.91 ERA, 6 strikeouts on the year, and 0-1 overall record. So Brendan Palmer done after 2 2/3. A lot of these runs unearned. We'll get all the direct results on his outing and final line back soon, as Justin Rivera takes a pitch inside. Rivera 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Him and Velasco are combined 5 for 5 to start. So Rivera takes a pitch up and outside. That one on the corner, 2-1. Rivera's hit the ball hard today. Clean singles to the outfield. That one high, 3-1. Chased after that one. Count full. Goes after that one as well, but pokes it foul, 3-2. So Velasco stays off of second. An RBI knock would give Post a 10-run lead here in the 3rd inning. And that one hits him. Hit by pitch, and Rivera will keep the inning going. Michael Cardona will now step up. He was the hitter that ended last inning in the 2nd. So he is the 9th hitter to come to the plate for Post here in the 3rd. Takes a strike. One is poked foul. Oh, 2. Outside, Cardona stays alive, 1-2. One, 2 on the way with the runners leading. Pitch just tapped foul as Cardona barely got a piece. He's 1 for 2 on the day overall, a double, and a ground ball to short. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, Cardona down on strikes, but 4 more sent home by Post after 3. Here on the CACC network, it's Post 10 and Bridgeport 1. It's been a long 3 innings here at Municipal Stadium, but we're on for the fourth. Post leading Bridgeport 10-1. Jeremy Goldstein with you on the call today. It's going to be a long day of baseball, so appreciate you spending your Sunday with us over here. It'll be 7-8-9 for the Knights here in the fourth. Brennan Holligan trying to just keep his lead intact, and Tyler Pennessy takes a strike. Pennessy reached on a dropped third strike in the second. Was stranded on second base by the inning's end. That one's hit into left field. There's a base hit for Pennessy. Roberge will throw it in, and there's a leadoff single for the Knights' third baseman. All right. Anthony Arinia will be next. Grounded out to short his last time. There's a strike. Holligan has surrendered 6 hits through 65 pitches so far, but 4 strikeouts as well, has not walked a batter. Just above the belt and high. Holligan throwing his hands in the air like he wanted that call, but it's 1-1. It's like that was spiked a little bit, and a good stop at behind the plate. It's like Velasco has moved to catcher. And Sosa is now in center field. For those of you keeping score at home. So Sosa came into the game for Perez, went to center, and Velasco went behind the plate. And that one's hit into left field. Charging in Robert. She's going to get this one. Retreating back is Pennessy, 1 away. So now Hamilton, who grounded out to second base. Hamilton doing the catching today. Pitch outside. Got to give credit to this post offense. Talked about at the beginning of the broadcast how, they have 8 games in hand on first place in the Northern Division over against Dominican. Dominican at 20-6, Post at 13-5, but just one less loss, so they're going to have to make up those games in hand with wins if they want to catch up, and right now they're doing so successfully. The 10-1 start to this game. Swing and a miss there by Hamilton, the count 1-2. Pitched low, 2-2. Pitch to Hamilton. In the dirt, count full. Post split with Holy Family on Wednesday. Holy Family is currently second to last in the South Division. They're just 6-12 within the conference. And he swings and misses, Hamilton does. Chased a pitch in the dirt, 2 away. One of the better breaking balls we've seen from Brennan Holligan so far this afternoon. Back to the top of the order now with Liam O'Neill. O'Neill, a couple of errors in the bottom of the third that resulted in the 4 post runs. Just missed a home run around the left field foul pole in the third inning as well. There's a strike. there's a strike, 0-2. Halligan a strike away from escaping unscathed here in the fourth. Oh, 2 to O'Neill, way outside. Good stab by Velasco behind the plate. O'Neill is 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts swinging in this game as well, trying to avoid going down the same way a third time. Hennessy is off of first with 2 out. Misses the outside corner. Velasco approves of the location by Halligan, though, and it's 2-2. Pitch. Squibb towards first. It goes foul to fair. And Halligan beats the... What's going on here? They call him out. So Cardona fielded it, but dropped it and went to the bag. Halligan went to pick it up, tagged out the runner O'Neill, but then dropped the ball, bringing his glove back down to his hip. If you ask me, the runner probably should be safe, but we'll see if the inning extends. And it appears the runner is safe. And now the umpires are going to discuss. Again, baseball normally, if you tag out somebody but you drop the ball on the transfer, that means the runner is safe. And Halligan did not hold on to the baseball while tagging out O'Neill. Coach Ray Skold getting an explanation here. Looks like the explanation that the umpire is giving is he doesn't think O'Neill maybe made contact with first base on the run down. Because Halligan did pick the baseball back up and tagged O'Neill once he did cross the first base bag. Again, it's little aspects of the game like that you're not always paying attention to, and maybe Halligan did see the best of it there, but it's not a type of call you really see overturned like that. I mean, this is a game. Post is already leading 10-1, but obviously you want to keep as many Bridgeport runners off the base paths as you can, trying to preserve your lead. Assuming the call will stand, and it's probably going to be an E3 because of the bobble by Cardona at first. Dominguez would come up with 2 on and 2 out, runners on first and second. Coach Skold still talking to the umpire. Now a second one's going to join the conversation. As you see Rivera and Halligan just playing catch, trying to keep themselves warm as this conversation keeps going on. Now it ends, and it looks like we're finally ready for baseball. So O'Neill will reach on the E3 to keep the inning going. So Marcos Dominguez, another chance to add some runs to the board for the Knights. They need them. Down 9 here in the fourth inning. This is the 9-inning portion of our doubleheader. And there's a strike. Halligan attacking the zone here on Dominguez, who's 0 for 2. He flew out to right in the first inning and struck out swinging in the third. 0-1. Swave and a miss. Really extended the bat that time to try to catch up to the off-speed pitch, but he's down 0-2. So Holligan, after that long delay, just a strike away from making none of it matter. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Holligan with his 6th punch-out of the day to escape trouble in the 4th. On to the bottom half of the inning we go. It's 10-1 Post. So Post leading 10-1. Don't want to get close to that territory yet because we're really just halfway there. As Luke Russo is back on the mound, he is facing Roberge, who leads off the inning for the second consecutive inning. But if Post does tack on a run, they lead by 10. If that score holds intact after 7, that game will be over. As Roberge takes it on the inside corner for a strike. Roberge today has walked and flew out to right, but long extended plate appearances for Roberge. Hasn't gone down quickly. He's made a couple of nice plays in left field as well. This one's flown deep to center. Dominguez back. He's on the track, drifting to his left, and he completely misplays it by the wall. That's going to be an E8 as Roberge is in at third, standing up. So defense continuing to haunt Bridgeport here today. And Roberge ends up on third base. An E8 on Dominguez. Marcos Dominguez, that is. And another opportunity for runs now for Post. Here's Kelly, and he check swing fouls that away. Jalen Kelly, a pop out to short. That was the ridiculous play made by Liam O'Neill early in the 3rd inning. And a ground ball, 4-6-3 double play. Fly ball will get the job done as that one's a strike. Infielders, especially the ones in the middle, not playing in. Hennessy at third. And Rodriguez at first, playing closer to the grass. Rodriguez more so over at first. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Kelly a big hack, but he's down on strikes. 1 down. So here's Dario Sosa, came in as a pinch hitter for Eric Perez back in the 2nd inning. He reached on an E6, one of 2 E6s back in the last 3rd inning. and he takes a strike. Sosa now playing center field, and Isaiah Velasco moved behind the plate. Sosa looking for the RBI to get that 10-run lead intact for the Eagles here in the fourth. And he takes outside 1-1. Swing and a miss in the dirt. 1-2. Talked about how Post has a lot of games to make up, and they're about to start a wild stretch of baseball here. And it's games like these where if you can hold on to big leads, it's going to really help throughout the course of this stretch. As that one's fouled to the right side by Sosa. Looking for it is Rodriguez, but he runs out of room. Obviously, the doubleheader against Bridgeport today will be played. And then the road doubleheader against Bridgeport on Monday, tomorrow, that is, which is rescheduled from yesterday after that was rained out. And then Tuesday, another doubleheader for Post on Tuesday at Jefferson. So that's 6 games in 3 days before playing 4 games in 2 days on Friday and Saturday as Sosa goes down looking 2 away. So again, games where you can win by a lot of runs, which Post would love to do here today and finish this one off, would go a long way in terms of helping preserve pitching staff and high-stress innings. There's a strike to Frazier. So after Robert went to third base off the E8, Russo has struck out 2 consecutive hitters. One swinging, one looking. Frazier grounded out and walked. And he rips that one to left field. Well struck, but foul. Promised the final line on Palmer. It's 2 2/3 innings. He threw 71 pitches, 10 hits, 10 runs, 6 of them earned, 3 walks, and 1 strikeout. Russo trying to get out of the inning here as Frazier fouls that away. And Frazier hitting for the first time this season. Normally does the pitching side of things for this Post team, and he takes upstairs 1-2. Breaking ball there, fouled away. So it's impressive for Frazier, and obviously he's hitting because there's trust in him to be able to do so. For somebody who pitches, he recognizes a lot of pitches out of the hand of Russo specifically, getting pieces of off-speed pitches and fouling them away, defensive hacks. And he lays off a pitch in the dirt there, 2-2. Walked on 4 pitches, though, in his last plate appearance. This one's been a lot more drawn out. He's fighting his way to get even in the count. Robert's off third with 2 down. And that one's popped foul. Hamilton gave it a look, but it's out of play. Frazier really hugging the plate a little bit, standing close to it from the right side. 2-2, 2 down. Robert's off third. Swing and a miss. Russo wins the battle and strikes out 3 consecutive hitters to get the side after the E8. The score remains the same. Post finally doesn't get any aboard and home here in the 4th. We're going to the 5th. It's 10-1, Post in front. Top of the fifth here on the CACC Network, post 10, Bridgeport 1. It'll be Rodriguez, Ortiz, and Milan, the three best hitters for the Knights today, without a doubt. Rodriguez hitting a home run dead center off of Holligan the last time these two went head-to-head. He's 2 for 2 on the day overall. He's had a really nice afternoon, but he chops one to third. Rivera up cleanly with it, throws to first, 1 pitch, 1 out. So now Christian Ortiz, also a pair of base knocks today. Have not had a 1-2-3 inning yet in this game, and we've played 4 full innings here in game 1. There's a strike. Holligan in the 80s in terms of his pitch count. He's at 86 now. Perhaps his final inning of work, if he's able to get through it. Ortiz swings and misses, and Holligan ahead 0-2. 3 strikes on his first 3 pitches of the inning. And now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. 3 pitches, and Ortiz is down on strikes 2 away. 7th strikeout for Holligan. So now Vin Mallon, 1 for 2, single and a pop out to the first base side, and he chops that one in front of Holligan. Gets up quickly and fires to first. It's a 5-pitch 1-2-3 inning for Brendan Holligan, his best inning of the day. We'll take another quick break. On to the bottom of the 5th. It's still 10-1 post. Bottom of the 5th inning, posts all over Bridgeport 10-1. It'll be the top of the order for the Eagles, Alfala, Vega, and Velasco, who in this game have produced a majority of the offense. Alfala, a walk and a single, and reached on an E6. He's got 3 runs scored. Luke Russo doing a good job eating these innings now for Bridgeport as Alfala takes inside. A lot of the damage done today with post has been with 2 outs as well. A lot of those runs unearned, 4 of them to be exact of the 10. There's that pitch outside. 4 errors on the day for the Knights. A couple of them at short, 1 in center, and a passed ball as well behind the plate as that misses outside. Alfala ahead 3-0. He's got a stolen base today as well. Don't know if he'll be as aggressive with the 9-run lead. but still speed to watch out for as Russo deals outside and low. Alfalo works his second walk of the day. Rene Vegas had a good day as well as he steps up. He struck out looking in the first inning, but a double and a single over the second and third innings to provide a boost to the offense. So Vega, it doesn't come in with a stellar batting average in the 240s, but he gets on base a lot. 370 coming into this game, and that's only going to improve, along with that average after the two-hit day. And he takes a strike after showing bunt. Kind of forcing the corner of the infield, especially Pennessy over at third, to kind of play in on the grass. Russo will deal. On the outside, cornerish area of the plate, but a little off, and it's 1-1. Vega hitting from the left side. And the 1-1 coming from Russo when picking up. Down and in, 2-1. Russo was very sharp in the previous inning. Had to deal with the E8 out in center field to start, allowing Hayden Roberge to start the inning at third base, but 3 strikeouts right after that. Struck out the side to end the frame. Didn't allow that run to score. Runner goes, pitch is chopped slowly up the middle. Step on the back for one, on to first. It's a double play. That's about as unconventional as it gets. Alfalo going on the pitch. Pitch was hit right to the bag, allowing O'Neill to step on the base for one, and then the nice pick at first by Rodriguez to get Vega for the double play. So finally Bridgeport able to catch a break defensively, and that brings up Velasco, who's started this game in center field. Now he's doing the catching. He's 3 for 3. A couple of singles and a double. Looks at the first pitch for a strike. Second double play hit into by Post today, despite the offensive success, as that one is sliced foul. Oh, 2 outside. Pitch misses high again. 0-2 is gone to 2-2 for Velasco. Sun's starting to peek through, and that's a ground ball up the middle. Nice diving stop originally over at second by Ortiz, but it's the 4th hit of the day for Isaiah Velasco. So the Post star continues to thrive offensively, and that'll bring up Rivera. Rivera trying to keep the inning alive. Velasco goes. Throw to second is not in time. Stolen base for Isaiah Velasco to get a runner in scoring position with 2 away. Now 3 for 4 on the season on stolen base attempts. Rivera already with 1 run batted in. This one's popped up. It should end the inning. O'Neill called off by Ortiz, and he's going to haul this one in to end it. Another scoreless frame dished out by Luke Russo. We're on to the 6th here at Municipal Stadium. It's 10-1 Post. On to the sixth. It's 10-1 Post leading, and after a 5-pitch fifth inning, Brennan Holligan's going to get out there for a sixth inning, despite the pitch count being at 89. 6, 7, 8 coming to the plate for Bridgeport. It'll be Maturo to start the DH. Pitch in the dirt. That's the first ball he's thrown since the fourth. There was 5 pitches, 5 strikes for Brennan Holligan in the fifth. Maturo is 0 for 2. He's grounded to short and flown to right. And that one is grounded to the left side. Tough play for everyone. Throw to first by Alfala. Sails above the head of Cardona. So he'll get second base. That was a really tough play to make, and all smiles from the infield with a 9-run lead. So it'll be an infield hit and an E6 that moves him to second base. And now Tyler Panisi, who is 1 for 2. He's singled and struck out swinging today. Shows bunt, gets it down. Charging is Velasco. He'll throw to first, get the out there. Moving to third is Maturo. Anthony Armenio will be next with a chance to drive the run in from third with 1 down. He's 0 for 2. He's flown to left and grounded to short. Infield not playing in. They'll give up the run up 9. As Holligan will throw from the stretch and deal a strike. Seven combined errors in this game, but hasn't hurt Post clearly yet. Still baseball left to be played. And that one in the dirt. It gets by Velasco. Coming to score is Maturo, and Bridgeport's back within 8. It's 10-2. So a wild pitch gets the run in. And the Knights inch closer with still a lot of work left to be done. That will be an unearned run charged to Holligan's line. There's a strike. The 1-2 in the dirt. Good job by Armenia to lead that lay that off. Base is empty after the wild pitch to score the run. It's a 2-2 coming. Holligan will deal. Way outside. Good stop by Velasco. Despite no runners being on, but the count is full. In the dirt and a walk. Bridgeport still hanging around a little bit as Armenia works on one out walk. They've gotten base runners most of the time. They just haven't converted as much as Post has today. You know, the catcher Hamilton, who struck out his last time up in the fourth, will come on with 1 on and 1 down. Pitch misses outside. 1-0. Misses the outside black there. Hamilton, a senior. He's only played 19 games. This is his 20th appearance. Came in hitting just .211. And he pops up. Drifting back. and it's going to dump in front of Sosa for a bloop hit. Another bloop single in this game. Alfala tried to get there, drifting back from the infield. He couldn't race to it. 2 base runners on now for the Knights, and they've got just 1 out. Got a meeting on the mound here with Holligan, who's nearing the end of his line for sure. He's at 100 pitches exactly. It's the leadoff hitter O'Neill who's coming to the plate. He's 0 for 3. He struck out twice, but everyone fares better when you see a pitcher for the 4th time. All right, so here we go. Bridgeport trying to make some significant progress in trying to diminish this lead. 2 on, 1 out. They trail 10-2 with 1 away. Holligan throwing his 101st pitch here of the outing. And it misses outside. Does not have the command he's really had over the last few hitters that we saw through the first 5 innings of this one. (1-0) to O'Neill. On the corner, Valesco brought it back in there, 1-1. Armenia off of second, Hamilton off of first. Holligan deals. Swing and a miss. Took something off of that one. And Holligan back in the count here, 1-2. Marcos Dominguez is on deck. And the pitch. Misses outside. Looking for the chase that time was Holligan, but it's 2-2. Bridgeport has already left 7 runners on base today. Don't want to make it 9. Here's the 2-2, and it's chopped foul towards the post dugout. Two. Breaking ball swung on and missed. O'Neill down on strikes for a 3rd time and a big out for Holligan. Eighth strikeout for Brennan Holligan, and that'll bring up Dominguez. Hit to right, but fouled away. Dominguez flew out to right in the first inning, but has struck out his last 2 times. 1 swinging, 1 looking. Post hoping that Holligan can get him through the 6th with an 8-run lead. A strike in there, 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Good block by Velasco that time to keep the runners from moving up. Again, these 2 teams will play again a 7-inning game after this one. Post trying to keep their lead intact with 2 away in the 6th. The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, got the inside corner. Strike 3, and if that's the end of Holligan's outing, he'll take 2 consecutive Ks to finish it off. We're on to the bottom of the 6th. Bridgeport gets 1, but it's still 10-2 post. We'll be right back. Bottom of the sixth inning, 10-2. Post leads. So it'll be Cardona, Roberge, and Kelly. If Post scores 2 runs here in this inning, a scoreless top of the seventh would end the game. But obviously they got to get there. So here is Cardona, who's 1 for 3, doubled in the first inning, but has grounded out and struck out his last 2 appearances. And he takes a strike. Luke Russo has come in. He came in with an ERA over 11 and came in a situation with his team down 9 runs, but he's done a really good job eating innings for this Bridgeport team, keeping the rest of that bullpen intact as he deals another strike. 45 pitches so far. Just 1 hit, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. No runs surrendered. He's gotten a ground ball double play and has worked around an E8. That one hit towards the right side. Good stab by Rodriguez. He'll flip to Russo for the first out. Roberge is next. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Reached on that E8 in the fourth. Outside, 1-0. That one misses. Oh, nope, got the outside corner, 1-1. Roberge has played a solid left field today in a game where we've seen a lot of defensive miscues. 7 combined errors, 4 for Bridgeport, 3 for Post. That misses high. That one poked foul. Two. Strike 3, came back inside. Backdoor slider gets him for the second out. So here's Jalen Kelly. He's really the only player to not join the party in this Post lineup so far. He's 0 for 3. Looking to get in on the fun here in the bottom of the sixth with 2 away. He takes outside. Outside again, Kelly ahead 2-0. That one almost hits him up and in. They count 3-0 to Kelly. And the 3-0 is outside, a 4-pitch walk to Kelly. So now everybody's reached base today in the Post lineup. And that'll keep the inning going for Sosa. Dario Sosa does have a home run on the year. That almost hits him inside. He backs out of the way. Sosa looking for his 12th hit. Kelly off of first with 2 gone. Hits it foul. now the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. So after a good start to the inning for Russo, he's fallen behind the last couple of hitters. The walk to Kelly, and now he's down 3-1 on Sosa. 7 of the last 8 pitches out of the zone for Russo. Let's see if Sosa's given the green light. And he chops it towards third. Good corral that time by Hennessy. He gets it to first to end the inning. We are through 6 here at Municipal Stadium. It's 10-2 Eagles. Post turns to a new pitcher here for the top of the 7th inning. It's the two-way player, the junior from Nizao, the Dominican Republic, Harvey Valera. Went to high school at Calhoun Community College. But that was his last school he attended to. My apologies there. But it's the 5th appearance on the mound here for Valera. Last appeared on the bump on April 9th against Holy Family. Threw a scoreless inning, struck out a batter as well. He'll face Jeremy Rodriguez, who fouls off the first pitch. Valera started off a little rough. February 23rd, 2 innings pitched, 7 hits and 4 runs. And then against Georgian Court on March 16th, 3 hits and 2 earned runs with 3 runs total. But ever since then, it's been 2 and 2.3 innings pitched, as that one's cranked out to left center field, well struck. Going back, Sosa at the fence. He'll watch it go. Second home run of the day for Jeremy Rodriguez. And Bridgeport's within 7. It's 10-3. So back to my previous point, I was going to say that it's been 2 1/3 scoreless innings over his last 2 outings for Valera. But that's changed now as Rodriguez hits his second solo shot of the day to make it a 7-run game. And now Ortiz takes outside. That's popped up. Foul out of play. So this is a game Post led 10-1 and plenty of opportunities to get their lead to double digits. But now Bridgeport's gotten a couple back. Still got 9 outs to get 7. That one's in the dirt low. 2-1. Valera deals. Frozen rope in the center. Sosa drifting back. Sosa's over to his left to make the catch. More good contact off Valera, but Sosa able to run that one down for the first out. Well, here is Vin Mallon now. 1 for 3 today. Checked his swing, but went around. 0-1 the count. That one misses outside. Valera deals the 1-1. On the corner, 1-2. Now a 1-2 pitch. Misses down low, 2-2. Vin Milan has been in right field. Second inning on that bloop hit by Eric Perez. Made that really nice throw to second base to catch him trying to get the extra bag as he works the count full. Had a single in the third inning. Looked like Bridgeport was getting a rally together after the home run by Rodriguez in the third, his first of the day, the single by Ortiz, but he was left stranded the rest of the frame. Ground ball to short. Alfala up quickly, and a good scoop over at first to get him by Cardona. 2 down. Anthony Maturo now with 2 away. So after the home run, Valera's defense has really played nicely around him. The good running catch by Sosa, and the good scoop over at first by Cardona to get 2 outs. Maturo hits a line drive right at Alfala to end the inning. Bridgeport gets one back again on the solo shot by Rodriguez. Nonetheless, Posto leads it 10-3. We're on to the bottom of the 7th. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 7th inning. Post trying to add on to a 10-3 lead. 9-1-2 coming to the plate. It'll be Frazier, Alfala, and Vega. Luke Russo still out there eating innings. And a swing and a miss by Frazier. Frazier's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Made contact in his first at-bat, grounding out to the right side, and then he's walked and struck out. Slider, outside, 1-1. This one is also down and outside, 2-1. So Brennan Halligan in line for the win for Post if this score holds. 6 innings pitched, 110 pitches overall, as that one's grounded foul third base side. 8 hits surrendered with 2 runs, one of them earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts. So overall, for Halligan, a very good outing, especially with that strikeout-walk ratio. Tells you he had good command of the plate. 2-2 from Russo up and in, and Frazier's worked the count full. Again, Frazier in right field today normally doesn't handle outfield duties, but has done so well enough today for sure. Is the payoff pitch flared in a shallow right field. It's going to drift back towards the wall. It's 1 hop off the wall. That ball carried. Frazier on his horse going to third, and he's got a triple. The pitcher, Zion Frazier, triples into the right center field gap to lead off the inning. My apologies. That ball looked like it was not hit too deep, but it kept carrying. I don't know if it was the wind chasing Milan all the way back there, but nonetheless, he's got a triple to lead off this frame. It's Alfala next, and he fouls that away. How about that for your first start offensively, hitting all season long? You hit a triple, fourth at bat. Alfala has walked twice, singled, and reached on an E6, and he hits that one to right. Well struck. Milan coming in. He'll make the catch. Tagging is Frazier. He will score standing up. It's a sac fly for Alfala, and Post gets a run back. It's 11-3. So now Rene Vega hit into a weird double play his last time. Alfala was on first, took off for second. Ball was hit right to the bag up the middle, and the shortstop, O'Neill, was only playing there because of the stolen base attempt. And he was able to pick it up and quickly throw to first for 2. Vega has 2 hits. Besides the strikeout and the double play, he's got a single and a double. And he's ahead in the count 2-0 on Russo. First earned run of the day for Russo since coming in relief of Brendan Palmer. That one hit softly the other way. Up quickly, O'Neill. Tough throw to first. Just got him by half a step. Vega was hustling. But a really athletic play by Liam O'Neill for the second out. Wow. So now Velasco, who's working on a 4-for-4 day, with the bases empty and 2 gone. That one misses upstairs. Velasco, 3 singles and a double. It's been very productive overall, per usual. Takes a strike. Tipped into the dirt. That one seemed to sting a little bit for Velasco. The count 1-2. Russo deals. Pitches low. Count even at 2-2. Chopped. over the head of Russo. Going to be a tough play for all involved, and it's an infield hit. 5 for 5 day for Isaiah Velasco, his 4th single. Ortiz, there was a tough hop. I don't know if he was going to get him even if he played it cleanly. But another hit for the post catcher. So now it's Justin Rivera. He's got 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and he's popped to second. Runner goes. Pitch is low. The throw down, not in time. Second stolen base for Velasco today. He's 4 for 5 now on the season. Russo deals the 1-0 to Rivera, who pokes it foul. Slider didn't get back inside enough. Count 2-1. Russo's really relied on that backdoor slider for strikes, especially deep in counts. That one didn't quite cut in enough. 2-1 now. High fly ball. Deep center. Dominguez has room, and he's going to make the catch for the final out of the inning. But Post adds one. They lead 11-3. We're on to the 8th. We are in the top of the 8th from Municipal Field. Jeremy Goldstein with you. Post trying to get the final 6 outs and take home a win in Game 1 of this doubleheader. Again, Game 2 will be a 7-inning match. And leading off will be Tennessee. It'll be Armenia and Hamilton. So, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 against Harvey Valera. The first pitch is outside. That one lined right to second base. Vega makes the catch, 1 down. So a quick out there for Valera, and now Armenia will step up to the plate. 0 for 2 with a walk. Pitch is high. Now the 1-0 on the corner and 1-1. Good opportunity for a guy like Valera to get some work. Someone who's trying to get his innings up a little bit and improve from the start. He's getting a second inning of work. He hasn't gotten more than one inning of work since, again, late February. Trying to complete 2 innings. Ground ball to the third base side. Played by Rivera on to first in the stretch by Cardona for the second out. So Jay Hamilton now with 2 down. Hamilton singled in his last at-bat. That was in the 6th. Again, Hamilton, more of a defensive player. Not known for his offense, but a good piece of hitting his last time up as he takes a strike. 3-8-4. For Bridgeport on the day, and it's 11-14-2 for Post. That one's hit foul towards the right side. Cardona does not have room, but the count 0-2. Would be the first 1-2-3 inning for Valera. If he's able to get Hamilton in the 0-2, grounded softly to the right side. Cardona picks it up. He'll flip to first, and there it is. A 1-2-3 frame for Harvey Valera. As we are on to the bottom of the 8th, Post leads 11-3. Bottom of the 8th inning here at Municipal Field. It is 11-3, Post over Bridgeport. New pitcher for the Knights is Giovanni Valerio, the senior lefty. In his 8th game of the year, he's got a 9 ERA over 11 innings pitched. And he will deal to Michael Cardona, who grounds 1 to third. It's bobbled by Panisi, and Cardona is down 1 away. So 1 pitch, 1 out, and that'll bring up Roberge. Roberge 0 for 3 with a walk. That came in the first inning. Valerio deals low. There's a strike. One, that hits him. So Roberge is drilled, and he'll take first with Jalen Kelly stepping to the plate. And Kelly coming on. Reached base for the first time last inning with a walk, or 2 innings ago, that is. Has 1 home run on the year, 14 RBIs. Misses upstairs, 1-0. Pitch is way high, and the count now 2-0. And Kelly did walk his last time, trying to stay ahead here, and he takes all the way for a strike 2-1. That one popped up. Hamilton. Now Rodriguez. Ortiz gives it a look, and it's Rodriguez who comes down with it for the second out. So now Sosa. That one is chopped foul. Curveball there from Valerio with a lot of break. And now Valerio out of the stretch. Fouled away 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch in the dirt, so Sosa stays alive. In the 9th for Bridgeport, they'll bring up the top of their order. See if Valera comes back out for the Eagles, or if they go with the third arm of the day to try to wrap things up. That one is hit to third. Pennesi, tough hop, but Fields fires to first. What a play from the hot corner by Tyler Pennesi. We're through 8, post 3 outs away from the win when we come back. So Harvey Valera out there for a third frame. He'll face Liam O'Neill, top of the order for Bridgeport, and that pitch is outside, 1-0. It's a 3-strikeout day for O'Neill and a couple of errors, so rough first half of the doubleheader. Maybe we'll bounce back in the second. And there's a strike. Talked about Valera's outing history and how he struggled during his first appearance at the end of February with the 2 innings, the 7 runs. However, went out here and he'll get his longest outing of his collegiate career. He's behind 2-1 on the leadoff hitter O'Neill. Again, 3 outs will secure the win for the Eagles. And he's now behind 3-1. That misses outside. O'Neill's other at-bat result was in the 4th inning. He reached on an error to the first base side. Caused some controversy. Some people thought he maybe didn't touch first base, as he works a walk there. Valera is a two-way player. Has a home run earlier this season. And just his 5th appearance pitching-wise. That brings up Dominguez. He is 0 for 4, 3 strikeouts in his last 3 at-bats. Also flew out to right in the first frame. That misses outside, so a lot of Valera's pitches missing off the outer half. 4 consecutive out of the zone. 5 of his first 6 pitches of the inning have missed. That one high. It's 2-0. There's a strike. Chopped foul, so Valera gets back in the count 2-2. Two-two pitch. Good hack by Dominguez to stay alive. Jeremy Rodriguez is on deck. He's 3 for 4 with 2 solo home runs. Obviously, he can't tie the game in one swing. But if Dominguez gets on, he can continue the rally here. As that's lined into left field, that's a base hit. Dominguez is on for the first time today. It gets by Arenas momentarily, but the runners hold where they are. O'Neill is second. Back-to-back base runners off of Valera to start the 9th. And now the dangerous Rodriguez comes up with nobody out. Rodriguez homered off of Valera to start his relief appearance. Again, he's got 2 solo shots today. Big cut that time, looking for a third. And he waves and misses. Rodriguez also singled to the right side back in the first inning. Misses outside with that one, 1-1. In Bridgeport in an 8-run hole. They got a lot of work to do. Valera deals out of the stretch, and he misses down and outside. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way. Grounded to third. Good stab. On to second for 1. Throw to first is not in time, so Rivera is able to get 1 out at second. O'Neill moves to third. Safe at first is Rodriguez. So runners on the corners now for the Knights with 1 away. Ortiz now with 1 down. That pitch misses. Ortiz started off this game with singles in the first and third innings. Struck out swinging in the 5th and lined out to center in the 7th. That's popped up. Rivera, now it is Cardona who moves towards the pitcher's mound to make the play, and Post is an out away. So now Vin Milan with 2 on and 2 out. Bridgeport down to their final out here in Game 1 of the doubleheader. That one hit to the right side, but foul out of play. Oh, 1. Misses the outside corner, 1-1. Post in this game, 10 runs over the first 3 innings. 3 spot in the first, 3 spot in the second, 4 spot in the third. So they've been playing with a big lead pretty much all day. And that one misses low, 2-1. If Milan's able to reach, he'll get to Matsuro as the lineup will obviously progress. Harvey Valera trying to work a scoreless 9th and win the game for the Eagles. The pitch. Misses down and away. It's 3-1. A walk would load the bases with 2 outs. 3-1. Hit in the air to right. Well struck. Frazier back. He's towards the track. Frazier turned around and it's down in front of the wall. 1 run's in. Here comes Rodriguez. He is going to draw no throw. It's a 2-run double for Vin Milan. And Bridgeport's within 6 here in the 9th. So this one not done quite yet. An 8-run lead cut to 6 with 2 away. And now here is Anthony Matsuro with a runner on second. Again, just 1 more out needed for Post to secure the win. And that one missed outside. That one misses high, 2-0. Swing and a miss. Heater. Count 2-1. And now the pitch. Low in the dirt, 3-1. Valera deals. Low, ball 4. And Bridgeport continuing their rally here in the 9th. So Tyler Panisi will step up. Panisi has struck out, singled, sacrificed, bunted, and lined out to second base. He's had a good set of at-bats today. And he takes a strike on the corner. That looks like a little generous from our perspective up here, but it goes to 0-1. Valera working quickly, and that's fouled away, and now Bridgeport down to their final strike. Valera checks the runner at second and deals. Ground ball to third, under the glove of Rivera, and down the left field line. 1 run's in, that's Milan. To third is Matsuro. It's a RBI double for Tyler Panisi. It's a 5-run ball game. Eighth hitter to come to the plate now for Bridgeport. It's Anthony Armenia, who's walked, grounded out a couple of times, and flown to left as we're going to get a meeting on the mound here. As again, Post trying to get that last out. And it was a 10-1 lead that Post jumped out to through the first 3 innings. Ever since then, Bridgeport's outscored them 5-1, including 3 runs with 2 outs here in the 9th. If 2 more runners reach for Bridgeport, not only would it bring the top of the order back up, but the tying run would come to the plate. And Armenia has reached once on a walk. No hits yet today. It is still Harvey Valera looking to end this one here in the 9th with 2 outs. First pitch outside. You got Matsuro off third, Panisi off of second. That one also outside, 2-0. Started with a walk to O'Neill, a single by Dominguez. Rodriguez reached on a fielder's choice. This time is called. After the fielder's choice, it was an Ortiz pop out to first base, and then a double by Milan, a walk to Matsuro, and then a double by Panisi. So 2 extra base hits in 3 batters, as that one catches the zone, strike 1. Two-one pitch by Valeras. Did he check his swing? Nope, he went around 2-2, and Bridgeport down to their last strike once again. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! Blew the heater by, and that's how Post wraps up a Game 1 win against Bridgeport, 11-6. 6-10-4 to finish the afternoon here in Game 1 for the Knights. And for the Eagles, 11-14-2. The win will belong to Brennan Holligan, the loss to Brendan Palmer. We're going to take a break and get ready for a 7-inning Game 2 right here at Municipal Stadium. Again, Bridgeport falls to Post by a score of 11-6. I'm Jeremy Goldstein. Again, we'll take a quick break here on the CACC Network. Game 2 between Post and Bridgeport coming up.